For number 8, it says state the vertex, graph the function, and draw and label the axis of symmetry. So first, if I have just one term is, I plot 0, 0, and to get the rest of the parabola, I would use 1, 3, 5, and then multiply by the a value. So this gives me 4, 12, and 20. So from the vertex, I'm going up 4 to the right one and to the left one, and then I'm going to go up 12, right one and left one. Draw my U shape. Okay. And then it says also to draw and label the axis of symmetry. So the axis of symmetry goes through the vertex, vertical line, and you can see that the x value right here is 0. So this line would be x equals 0. So that's labeling it, and then of course drawing the line is drawing the line. Part B, if you're given two terms, then your vertex is 0, the last number. So I plot 0, 7. I do my 1, 3, 5. And again, I multiply by a. Always that first number. So we have -2, -6, and -10. From the vertex 0, 7, I'm going to go down to right one and then left one. From the new points, I'm going to go down 6, right one and left one, and then I'm going to go down 10. Then go over one to the right and the left. Again, you draw the U shape. Draw your axis of symmetry. And then x is 0 again. So I'm just going to label it as x is 0. Okay, for number 9, state what type of polynomial these are. Use the terms monomial, binomial, trinomial, and polynomial. If you don't know how to spell them, they are right there for you. So here for A, I have 4 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is a polynomial. For part B, I have 1, 2 terms. 2 is a binomial. For 1 term, that's considered a monomial. Okay, and then lastly, we have 1, 2, 3 terms. 3 is trinomial. In number 10, it says just a factor. And both of these problems are just x factor. There's a 1 in front of those x squareds. So I would do 1 times 42 is 42, and I'm trying to get to 13. So to get to 13, we could use 6 and 7. It multiplies to be 42, but adds to be 13. So since it's factoring, not solving, you're just writing it in parentheses. For part B, same idea. So 1 times -20 is -20. Our goal is to get to the 1 in the middle. I can do that using 4 and 5. Now, 4 has to be negative because this side needs to be the same signs if you do small number and then big number. So 5 minus 4 makes positive 1, but if I multiply them, we get back to negative 20. So again, we have x minus 4, x plus 5. So for number 11, this is x factor with bottoms up. So I take 3 times negative 8 and get negative 24. Trying to get to a positive 2. We have a few options. 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. So out of all my options, 4 and 6 could subtract to make 2. Now I would do a negative 4 because these need to match signs. They're both positive. So 6 minus 4 is 2. I write it in factored form. But the first number that I have is 3, so I need to divide by 3. This cannot divide, so I bring the bottom up. And that would give me 3x minus 4. Here, this can divide and makes 2. So I would say x plus 2. For number 12, you're just identifying the type of graph. Is it linear, quadratic, or exponential? For A, that's a line, so that is linear. And for B, that's a U shape, and that is quadratic. Just to refresh your memory, if you were looking for exponential, it would be a curve that would look something like that, or maybe like that. So these examples here are both exponential.